What's up, players? Once again, I got no shirt on, but guess what? I got no shoes. I got no umbrella. Okay, real quick. Okay, this video is going to be about the dominant PvP mindset. But first, I want to talk about a video I just threw up. A proposal. This is about if you're having a server merge or alliance merge of like big alliances merging together. This is a well thought out. This is like one of the best videos I've ever made. Unfortunately, I didn't get the volume mixer right, and the Evony sounds are like annoying. They're running in the background, and I listen to the video. I listen to all my videos over. And what I had to do is I had to turn the volume to a very specific level that like a little bit less or a little bit more. I couldn't hear what I was saying. But if you're ever going through a merge or you want to go through a merge with another alliance, you had a recent server merge and you know what the best thing is. The best thing is to have an alliance merge. But you get conflicting interests. You've talked about it some, and some you reach some dead end. It wouldn't work out. This is a method you can use to go through and have a successful alliance merge, no matter what your issues are. Check out that video and just spend the first, 20 seconds or whatever adjusting the volume so you can hear what I'm saying, and then you're good for the next 23 minutes. Okay, so let's bring up Evony. Everybody likes looking at Evony. Everybody likes looking at these all-star castles too. I got some all-star castles. Hold on a second. Let me bring up the new one. Oh baby. Oh yeah. Everybody likes that boat. Hell yeah. Alright guys. Alright, the dominant PvP mindset. This is what I talk about here is going to be especially applicable if you are on a server with multiple alliances, especially if it's bubble or burn. But if you're in a situation where you're one of the bigger spenders on the server, but for some reason, you're not in the biggest alliance, people are causing you a lot of problems. There's a lot of like friends and families, thoughts and prayers, all inclusive bullshit shenanigans going on. Like people are trying to go out of their way to when they message something on World Chat or one of their guys sends out a King's mail. They're going out of their way to say things that will seemingly appeal to the masses for people that don't know any better, but then in private or otherwise, they say completely different shit. If they think that's going to work out for them in the long run, it's not going to work out for them. Like I've dealt with that for over a year and a half with absolute French baguettes, limp-wristed French baguettes. I got my coffee right now, dude. I'm telling you right now, a limp-wristed French baguette does not go good with coffee. All right, so all that what I'm about to say next is going to be applicable if you're in that situation. The dominant PvP mindset. This is something I came up by myself. I have nearly 2 decades of experience in PvP on online video games, mostly in EverQuest. I could tell you, if you were my friend, you were my buddy, I could tell you some stories. I've made entire guilds, clan. They were called guilds in EverQuest, but guilds, clans, alliances of over 100 people fold, no longer exist. Have to go to blue. Have to go to the non PvP servers, just pure PvE, player against monsters. That just disappear, dude. Just done. Wipe the floor with them. So your alliance from the top, like leadership from the top, if it doesn't have what I started calling the dominant PvP mindset, eventually, in the future, at some point in time, doesn't matter how many people you got, how many foreign language speakers, there's language barrier, so they're listening to all the bullshit you're telling them. Like, you like people, you want to include everybody, you know, you really care for, like real life comes first, like all this bullshit, right? If you're in an alliance like that and you think that's gonna work out, like you're just gonna come out on top, but by being pussies, it's not gonna work out. Your leadership from the top down in your alliance has to have the dominant PvP mindset. What rule number one? What's rule number one? I'll tell you what rule number one is. I could talk about this for hours, but rule number one is anything your adversary, anything your enemy, anything the team that your rivals that you're going up against, anything they do, you know, this is especially applicable if it's on your own server, right? Because they can steal subsidies. Anything they do to you or your team or anyone on your team ever, you have to treat it as if, again, it's limp-wristed French baguette crap. It doesn't affect you whatsoever. You never beg for your subsidies back, ask for compensation, unless you're in like a NAP agreement and no hits are ever supposed to happen and compensation is like a normal thing. You never ask for anything back. You never say, this person's gonna quit playing now because they lost all their shit. You never say fucking any of that crap. You never let them know what bothers you. Why? Because if there's another team out there and they do have the dominant PvP mindset, they're thinking, oh, that guy didn't like it when we stole one of his subs. That guy didn't like it when he lost some of his shit. The only thing we want to do next is take all of his shit. Take the rest of that motherfucker's subs. He's begging for one sub back. I want to see what this fucking guy does when he needs 5 subs back. Yeah! That's how you have to treat that shit. If you got someone on your team bitching and moaning, asking for their shit back, asking for the leader to contact the other guys because they lost some shit, you either have to have a long conversation with him about the dominant PvP mindset, tell him immediately to shut the fuck up, or, you know, hey, oh, the other team's got your sub? Well, dude, you know what you could do? You could go to the other team. At least you'd be on the team that has your sub. Get him the fuck out. Kick him the fuck out. Fucking get rid of him, dude. Any guy that's on your team that shows fucking weakness, shows like that, you need to fucking get rid of him, dude, immediately. You don't want anyone on your... This is a PvP game. I am sorry. This is not an internet chat room. This is not, you know... Tell me about your kids and your wife and your uncle and your fucking stepsister's fucking boyfriend that used to molest you, strangely enough, even though you guys were the same age. I don't want to hear about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're on vacation, you won't be on the game for 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Cool. Let us know. Great. You come back, you had a good vacation. I don't fucking care. You had a bad vacation. Lost some money. Maybe you got robbed. Fucking go get some counseling, and when you're cool, fucking tell me tell me that you're sorry for ever mentioning it. Like, I want to talk about the game, motherfucker. Like, I'm on the game of PvP, bitches. Like, I want to get some shit. I want to kill some fucking monsters. I want to get some fucking dragons. I want to get as many materials and speed ups and blah, 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 to feed my dragons and heal more so I can compete more. I want to talk about the game, motherfuckers. Like, you don't want to talk about the game? It's probably because you don't play the game on PC. You play the game on your phone. It's just one more game on your phone. I've never downloaded a game on my phone. You know the only game I've ever downloaded on my phone? Shit, I'm 45 years old. You know the only game I ever downloaded on my phone? Evony, because I had to download it on my phone, because sometimes I had to get on the game. Well, first it was AppTory on the phone. I got on the phone to do my purchases, right? Now I do it through emulator. But I've never had a game on my fucking phone. I've never had a game on my phone. Like, it's just one more internet chat room on your phone. You know the only games I ever had on my phone? The phones that come on your phone. The games that come on your phone base when you first buy it, like Solitaire and Tetris. And fucking, what else on there? What else is on there the closest to a calculator? I never had downloaded a game on my phone. Mobile games are for kids, guys. You didn't fucking realize this? I tell my guys all the time. I'm like, don't worry, guys. We're playing against kids. We're playing against kids. I know they all play on their phone, the enemy team. Mobile games are for kids. They're for kids, guys. They're for kids. I'm sorry. If you play games, if you play Evony on your phone, it might be because you played it a long time ago, right? And there wasn't a PC client, but there's a PC client now. You got to take a real good hard look in the mirror, and you got to ask yourself, do I look young? I'm 30-something. Do I look like I'm in my 20s? Do I look like a kid? The Game Boy. The Game Boy. It was made for kids. The Game Gear. It was made for kids. The, what was it? The Neo Geo Lynx? Or was it the Atari Lynx? That was made for kids too. That was made for kids. Dude, I remember when I was like 8 years old, I got one. Me and my brother got one. Or maybe I was 9. We both got it. We both got the original Game Boy. I was so fucking excited. My parents didn't give a fuck, but they bought it for us. You know why? Because they weren't kids. Mobile, portable, travel with you, video game systems are made for kids. A game on your phone is made for children. Portable, mobile, electronic, platforming games are made for kids. They're made for kids. Fuck. Genghis makes videos for kids. Genghis makes videos for kids. Hold on a second. It asks you when you're uploading a new video. Any content creator knows this. It asks you, was this video made for kids? There's a big difference between me and all of the other content creators. You know what? I click no. They all have to click yes. That's what's up. That's what's up. They make content for kids. I give Genghis shit about it all the time. Like, he was telling me about he was getting a new studio and he got a new PC, and I was like, dude, I'm looking forward to you making some real gaming content. And we've talked about it multiple times, and he keeps telling me, he's like, yeah, well, every time I do that, you know, people complain and they want to see the game on their phone. And I'm thinking to myself, I know why that is. Because they want the size of the video to be perfectly proportioned when they expand it out to fit the screen on their phone. They don't want there to be a bunch of black space because it's made on PC and it's different dimensions. That's the only reason why. But if he worried about people complaining, like, no one's using his code. Like, he wants to use his code. He wants people to use his code. Like, he ain't making money off kids. Shit. Anyways, I ain't gonna lose PvP about a bunch of kids. Tell me how much they love their mommy and daddy, or tell me about, you know, their mommy and daddy got divorced and they haven't seen their daddy for a while, and like, you know, they're gonna be a kid for a long time because like their daddy ain't gonna be around during their formidable years. Like, maybe they 30-something before they feel like they're 20-something. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that shit. I know why. Because they play games on their phones. God damn it. It's the truth, guys. It is the truth. I'm not making this shit up. Playing games on your phones. You guys don't get it? I think it was Sony. Sony had the most recent one. Talking about the full integration of the PS5 with the application on your phone. And I'm thinking to myself, I am never going to consider buying a PlayStation 5. They just want to have access. They want to have 24 hours a day. They know everyone has a phone. They want to be in your wallet, just a few clicks away to buy some shit. That's the only reason why phones are real big on, or games are real big on phones, guys. But if you understood, games are made for kids. No one will be buying anything on their phone. Why? Because only kids will be playing games on their phone. God damn. You can either get a laptop or a PC. Like, people tell me all the time, like, no, this is a mobile game. This is not a... I'm sorry. This is a PC client that I downloaded. Like, you know, I saw an ad on YouTube on my PC. The barrels, like, you motherfuckers, you wanted to shoot barrels on your fucking phone, bro. You wanted to shoot barrels on your phone like a kid, man. Shit. God damn, you wanted to shoot those barrels on your phone. Oh, shit. No, man, when I first started playing this game, it had a PC client. This is a PC game. Like, I'm a professional PC gamer. Like, especially PvP. Like, I'm a professional PC gamer. Like, I am sorry. I will wreck kids on phones. And if you're a leader of kids, you don't even, like, you hear the dominant PvP mindset, and the only thing you can think of in your mind is counsel of kids. Or maybe, like, we got some professionals. We get the professional council of kids here. Look, Camelot. Like, not only are they a council of kids, you know what their R4s are called? Can I look at the name of their R4s? They're the Knights of the Round. These guys are professional. The professional council of kids. Hold on a second. Alliance info? Can I see what the name of their rank for? Oh no, it doesn't tell you. But someone told me they're Knights of the Round. Professional guys. Professional. Look. See, their leader knows he's got a bunch of kids. That's why he's got his name Mister. That's why his name is Mister. He knows they're all kids. Oh shit. God damn. So that was, maybe I'll make another video later. But anyways, maybe that's step 2. That's step 2. It didn't exist in the other PC games I played, right? Because I wasn't playing with kids. But for Evony, step 1, anything that enemy does, you have to give no indication at all whatsoever that it's affected you negatively. You know, and in public, you have to make them feel as if what they did was just typical or fucking weak. It was just one more drip from the weak sauce bottle, the only thing they could find to squeeze, or, you know, anyway, that's rule number 1. But for Evony, rule number 2, shit, you gotta know you're playing against kids. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, you see any of that behavior? Any of the weakness on your team? Firstly, you should ask them how old they are, right? How many phones do they own? God damn, we got players out there with multiple phones, bro. Shit. Some of the biggest players, the only reason why they have a PC is so they can have 50 phones on their fucking screen at once. God damn. Anyways, I'll come up with step 2 or step 3 for Evony of the dominant PvP mindset in the future, if I feel like I should discuss it anymore. But step 1 and step 2, like step 3, 4, 5, ain't gonna matter if you ain't got step 1 down. Leadership from the top has to have the dominant PvP mindset. Anything that affects your team gives no indication at all that they've been affected. You might have a smaller team starting out, but as you start eliminating the larger team over time, one day they ain't gonna exist. It's just what happens. All right, guys.